Welcome to the English Coffee Office. Today is Monday, July 7th. And like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, how's it going? Just grabbing your usual or switching it up today?
Hey David, I'm doing all right, sticking to my black coffee as always. You holding up with the early start?
Barely, mate, barely. This coffee's my lifeline before I can even think about charming clients.
I bet it is. Got anything interesting to chat about before we dive into the daily chaos?
Oh yeah, I was skimming the news while waiting for this ancient machine to brew. Did you catch that story about the EU pushing for a massive cut in greenhouse gas emissions by 2040?
I did see that. They're aiming for a 90% reduction compared to 1990 levels, which is pretty ambitious.
No kidding. I'm just thinking about how this could shake up things for my clients in manufacturing.
It's a valid concern. Stricter regulations might mean higher costs for compliance in the short term.
Exactly. I can already hear the emails piling up. David, why's my budget blown?
You'll sweet talk them through it? But honestly, it could push companies to innovate with greener solutions?
Maybe, but innovation takes time and money. I just hope it doesn't tank my sales numbers before we get there.
Fair point. Do you think other regions will follow the EU lead on this kind of target?
Probably, if they want to stay competitive. But man, the ripple effects could be a headache for deals across borders.
True, it's a global puzzle. Balancing climate goals with economic stability is no small feat.
Tell me about it. I just want to close deals without playing eco-warrior on the side.
I get that. Still, it's worth keeping an eye on how policies like this unfold over the next few years.
For sure. Hey, on a different note, did you read about the latest advancements in AI chip technology?
Yeah, I came across that. There's a push for more powerful chips, which could be a game changer for tech industries.
That's cool and all. But I'm wondering if it'll make my CRM tools smarter or just jack up the price tag. You know how it loves to upsell us on every shiny new thing.
They sure do. But better chips could mean faster processing for data-heavy projects, which would help my team a lot.
As long as it doesn't glitch out during a big sales pitch, I'm all for it. Think we'll see this stuff in our office anytime soon?
Hard to predict, but I'd guess within a couple of years for mainstream adoption. The potential for efficiency gains is huge.
Efficiency, huh? I'll believe that when I see it. Tech promises are like my gym resolutions, always next month.
Nice one. Still, I'm curious how it might streamline workflows or even cut down on manual grunt work.
That'd be a win. Imagine not having to manually update every lead in the system. Dream come true.
Exactly. It could free up time for more strategic tasks, which is always a plus in my book.
Speaking of wins, I was thinking about something lighter. Did you hear about the tariff issues hitting fireworks companies right around the 4th of July?
I did, just in time for the holiday buzz. Tariffs are driving up costs for these businesses, making it harder to keep prices low.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. Who'd have thought fireworks would get tangled up in trade drama?
It's unexpected, but it shows how global economics can impact even niche markets. Makes you wonder what other small industries are feeling the pinch.
Right? I was just thinking about my barbecue last week. Those sparklers cost me a small fortune.
I bet they did. It's a reminder of how interconnected everything is, even down to our holiday traditions.
No doubt. Next thing you know, they'll slap a tariff on my burgers and buns. Ridiculous.
Don't give them any ideas. Did you do anything fun for the holiday? Or was it all work and no play?
Just a small get-together with some mates. Managed to sneak in a few sales chats even there. Can't switch off, you know?
Classic David. I kept it low-key, just some family time and catching up on a few project plans.
Always the planner. Bet you've got every detail mapped out for the next quarter already.
Guilty's charged. I like to stay ahead of the curve. Keeps the stress at bay.
Wish I had that discipline. I'm more of a wing it and hope for the best kind of guy.
And somehow it works for you. Different strokes for different folks, right?
You got it. Hey, speaking of the you thing again, do you reckon we'll need to tweak our pitches to sound more eco-friendly now?
It wouldn't hurt. Clients might start asking how our services align with sustainability goals.
More buzzwords to throw in. I'll just slap green on everything and call it a day.
That might not cut it. But seriously, a little research could go a long way in building trust.
True. I'll bug marketing for some fancy eco-stats to toss around, make me sound like I care.
You're incorrigible. Just don't overpromise. Clients can smell that a mile away.
Noted. Back to the AI chips for a sec. Do you think it'll make remote meetings less of a pain?
I hope so. Smoother tech could mean fewer lags and dropped calls, which would save my sanity. I hope so. Smoother tech could mean fewer lags and dropped calls, which would save my sanity.
Man, if I don't have to hear you're on mute one more time, I'll throw a party. Tech, save us.
I'd RSVP to that party. It's the little things that make a big difference in our day-to-day.
Totally. And circling back to the fireworks tariff mess, I wonder if it'll hit other holiday stuff down the line.
It's possible. Seasonal goods often rely on imports, so any trade friction could ripple out.
Great, just what we need. Pricier Christmas lights. I'll have to start budgeting for jingle bells now.
Better start saving. It's funny how these big policies end up affecting the smallest traditions.
Ain't that the truth? Makes you think twice about what's behind the price tag on everything.
Definitely. It's a good nudge to stay informed, even if it's just for backyard barbecue chats.
Yeah. I'll be the trivia king at the next cookout. Did you know tariffs made this sparkler cost an arm and a leg?
You'll steal the show. Just don't turn it into a sales pitch midway through.
No promises, Alex. Gotta keep the hustle alive even over grilled burgers.
Fair enough. I'll stick to project timelines and leave the hustling to you.
Deal. Man, we've been yapping forever. Better get back before the boss sends out a search party.
Agreed. Let's catch up same time tomorrow. Don't hog all the good coffee pods.
No guarantees, but I'll try. Catch you later, Alex.
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.